Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joko Sipeliti. I make videos on motherhood, lifestyle, parenting, tips and tricks, beauty, all those fun stuff. Just literally try and, give you a little bit of education and things that have worked for me and tips that might maybe help you with your kids. Okay. So, we are on 1,000 subscribers, which is great. So if you're new here, please subscribe, like, hit that notification bell so that anytime I'm posting videos, you know about it. I'm trying this consistently thing, so please just be proud of me. But yeah, anyways, today's topic is interesting. Today is setting routines for your kids and sticking to them, and what I do in order to just try and create a little bit of routine and a little bit of structure in my family's life. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first, if you're new again, I have 3 kids, age 5, 3, the last one is turning 2 soon. And of course, with that kind of family dynamic and small age group, having a bit of routine does help us. And one thing before I begin, I want to define what I see a routine is. A routine is not a schedule. A routine is like a series of actions or activities that you do in a predetermined order on most days. So like something you do and you stick to and you're like, at this time, 6 p.m., exactly 6 p.m. has to happen every single day. No, it has a little bit of wiggle room to it, but it's nice to know that these activities and events are going to happen in a certain order on most days. Okay, so before you even try to figure out a routine for your family, you really have to figure out the type of parenting style that you have with your family. This is so interesting for me to research, especially when I was trying to put routine together for my family, because in my head I didn't know. I didn't know there's a name for the different types of parentings, but there is. So let's start with number 1. The first one is called baby-led parenting. Literally speaks for itself. So with baby-led parenting, the routine is set by the baby, right? So for example, family outing, meal times are all set around the baby's sleep routine and sleep times and eating times. So some families keep this type of parenting going well into their years. For example, when kids are in school, their activities, sports commitments, all of that jazz, and the parents just literally set their whole life around the kids' activities and what they do, right? And then you get number 2, which is the parent-led parenting. Also speaks for itself. So these are routines that are set around the parent's schedule, and the kids are sort of just like slotted in. Work, exercise, socializing with friends and family, and all of that. There is nothing wrong with either of those types of parenting styles, but it's important for you to identify which one that you do in your family so you know how to set your routine. So for me, in my family, number 1, baby-led parenting all day, every day. Why? Because do you know what? If I'm doing an activity, I'm doing something and my child is happy, they're fed, they've had their nap time, I'm gonna decrease the amount of tantrums I'm gonna have. I'm going that route. And it just works out for me. I was raised that way, and so naturally I'm raising my kids that way. It makes sense for me, so that's the one I choose. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little example of my family's kind of schedule and what we do. This is on a weekly basis. We have 2 routines. Sorry, I said schedule, I meant routine. We have 2 routines. We have the normal weekly routine, then we have the weekend routine. So this is roughly what happens with our weekly routine. At 6:45, the kids wake up and they brush their teeth. Mornings are my baby. My husband has left at this point. He left at 5 a.m. already. He went to cycle, jog, exercise, do his thing. So mornings are on me. Wake up the kids at 6:45 and brush their teeth, right? At around 5 to 7 or 6:55, I start dressing each child individually. So I'll have them watching something, either in the bedroom or in the lounge, and then I take one child, dress them, put them back like that. Just creates less chaos for me. 7:20, it's time for us to go to school. My alarm goes off. We go downstairs, we get into the car, drop them off at school. Okay. So then I at 8 a.m. will go to my boxing classes or workout classes, which are literally just like a minute away from my kids' school. Then at 12 in the afternoon, I start working. Okay. And then at 4 p.m., I'm done working for my afternoon shift. And then at 4:45 p.m. is when I pick up the kids from school. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my house at 6:45 to pick up the kids and do our thing. And then when they get home around 5 p.m. or 5-ish, free play. Literally let them do whatever they want to do. There's nothing assigned to them. They just go ham. Then at 6 p.m. is supper time. We do try to stick to this time because they do start acting cranky. When I pick them up from school, I have a snack for everyone to eat on the way there. So they've had a snack and they're not actually hungry. But at 6 p.m. or if we do ever go past, maybe say 6:30 and then maybe supper comes, by that time they've already started with the tantrums. So I think at 6 p.m. they already know that, okay, it's time to eat, and they already start acting cranky and start asking for extra little things they want to eat. So we try to keep that one consistent. Okay. Then at 6:30 p.m. we have activity-based family time. So the rule is that we all eat supper together. This is the time when there are no phones, no TV, nothing, and we get to communicate and speak with the kids. How was school? Do you have a story to tell? Something interesting happened. My daughter does speech therapy classes, and she does get homework where we have to do certain phonetics, certain words with maybe 3 or 4 syllables we have to practice. And in order to not make her feel isolated about it or weird, we let everybody do the exercises together. So this for us is really important. And what I like to do is when I do set what we're going to do each night during this time, I do like to get the kids involved. Like tomorrow, what do you want to do? Do you want to talk about something? Do you want to play a puzzle? Do you want to play a game? Do you want to get story time? So that they also feel like they're involved in the routine making situation. Okay. Then 7:30 p.m. is bath time. 8 p.m. is sleeping time. Literally, guys, we sleep train. Put them on the bed, switch off the light, close the door a little bit so they can see a little bit of light. They can hear that we are still awake, and they fall asleep by themselves. We do not shh. We do not lay next to them, all of that. No, they all sleep together in one room. We put all of them in there, and you're gonna roll around until you fall asleep. But because we do bath time so late at 7:30, by the time they get to bed at 8 p.m., they are done. If they're not even falling asleep while we're putting their clothes on. But night routine is my husband. So he does supper, he does the bath time, and then he puts them to sleep, because at 11 p.m. I start working again. So that is our weekly routine. Like I said, kids aren't robots, so they're not always going to stick to this time. Then for weekends, it's a little bit different. We let them sleep until they want to wake up. So if they wake up at 8 or 9 a.m., that's when they have their breakfast. Then usually that time we let them have their free play. Okay. This is the time usually when I have to plan what kind of hairstyles I need to do for the girls. Because I do a weekly hairdo for the girls, and I need to plan what I'm going to do for their hair on Sunday, right? So they free play. Then at about 11:30, 12, they have their lunch, right? This is usually the time when my youngest kids will fall asleep from like 12 until 2 p.m. Then my oldest daughter, she's awake, right? That's when we do activities together. So she's going to do drawing, she's going to do writing, she's going to do speech exercises, anything, because we get like the little stuff that they've done at school, their weekly things, so I can see what things she struggles with, what things she doesn't, and then I'll use that time with her to get her through those activities so that she's practicing what she has a weakness in, but also reward her by doing something that she enjoys doing, because she doesn't like napping. Okay. And after naps, they're going to have their snacks. And then after snacks, they go outside and they play until they want to come back inside. So weekends, we let them kind of do their own thing. I also do allow them to watch TV during this time, because during the week, they really aren't allowed to, except for in the mornings for like 10 minutes. But that's it. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, guys, with routines, it's very tricky because kids are not robots, and you can plan all you want and all you like, but it's never gonna go according to plan every single night. Most nights the weekly routine works, it's golden. Some nights they just decide to do things on their own, or even in the mornings they just don't want to wake up, and then they're late for school and I'm late, or so just keep that in mind. But I just wanted to give you a rough outline of routine that I have for my kids. And like I said, routines are trial and error. So everything, it depends on your family, your family's needs, your family's structure. So work around, play around with the time, set alarms for yourself, see what works for you as well as a parent, not just for your kid. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to, like, you know, get tired or anything like that. But yeah, let me stop rambling. That's it. Hope this video helped. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other again next time. Bye.